What's good, everybody? Welcome to Bowler's Paradise. My name is Ben. I'm a USBC Silver Certified Coach, and today we are taking a look at the all-new DV8 Brutal Collision. You guys know the drill. Here's the numbers on me, on the ball, and how we laid it out. And as always, before we get started, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. It is free and really helps us out, so why not? You got it? All right. Here we go. So HK22 gets another feature from the brands of Brunswick in this most recent release from DV8. The Brutal Collision follows closely in the footsteps of the original black and pink collision featuring the low RG, high differential, and very asymmetric collision core, this time wrapped in the HK22 Inciter Extreme cover stock, finished to a 1500 crown factory compound sheen. The 4.5 by 4 by 3.5 2LS layout is the same as what we put on the Ebonite Polaris Hybrid. That ball has been fantastic for me in a variety of circumstances, as the overall ball motion is smooth but clears early friction well. With the added asymmetry of the Brutal Collision, I expected a similar amount of length but a more notable change in direction down lane. And on the lanes, I got that for the most part. The Brutal Collision was a little rollier in the mid lane than I expected when playing outside, which actually made it a more effective option than I would have guessed. Moving left into the track area, the ball looked caught in between and was struggling to get through some early friction. This is the third release in a row featuring HK22 to struggle in this zone for me, but just like the 3D offset attack and the Defender Hybrid before it, when I moved inside, the Brutal Collision started to shine in the way it's meant to. The amount of angle that the Brutal Collision generates through pins while featuring this much asymmetry honestly doesn't compute. It almost feels too good to be true. Typically, when I have to play big angles left to right like this, asyms just aren't the answer, as they tend to roll up quicker than symmetrical options and quit once they get to the pins. But with this piece, the more I opened up my angles and my axis rotation, the better it looked. If I missed left, I definitely had the possibility to split because of that performance, but the miss that seemed most likely was actually just a 9-pin. And while all the ball companies are doing great in creating natural pairings in their arsenals, putting this piece in your bag with the Verge Solid might be the most versatile and effective 1-2 punch from any of the major brands today. So with that, here's my recommendations on the types of bowlers that I think would match up well with this piece. The first is high rev players. Asyms tend to be much more hit and miss when rev rates get above 400. The fact that the Brutal Collision can use this much asymmetry and not just burn up is made for guys that like to get in and wheel it. The second is lefties. Now, normally I wouldn't recommend a piece this strong for a southpaw, as typically the straighter the angles the better, but the versatility of this piece while having so much differential seems like a great option to beat urethane carry down when you're following the purple hammer crowd. So even though its color scheme would be described as loud at best, the performance of the Brutal Collision is sure to make you feel bad for how hard you hit the pins. And you can pick this up today and much more at bowlersparadise.com. Be sure to use the discount code YouTube at checkout for free shipping. Do want to throw a big shout out to the guys at Striking Edge Pro Shop for the layout and drilling of this piece, as well as to Dale's Weston Lanes for letting us film this video. If you haven't yet, go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell for more ball and product reviews. And as always, remember, you guys, having the right ball in your hands, now that's a bowler's paradise. Peace.